Shininess, Shininess. Welcome back to the Shiny Minds show. I have Gabriele Hirsch.
Are you ready to shine? Come on, it's the shiny one. You got this.
Welcome to the Shiny Minds show. You are my third Shiny Mind on this show. And actually, you are the one who is super special because you have the most experience in the Academy of Neuro-Shine Technology Faculty. All of our audience watching, they're wondering how we met, how this story began, and what happened in the universe for our forces to come together and then just to do whatever we're doing right now. So can you please share our story?
I can, of course. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me on the show. This is exciting.
Super exciting.
Yeah, how did we met? That was like literally the universe coming together. Aligning. For sure.
Stars aligning.
I was at the time working with a mutual friend of ours, and I knew from her that she did courses with you, and that got me curious. So of course I looked up Shiny and I got to know everything about you. And after a long conversation with myself, I reached out to you, and I remember these conversations so well.
Me too.
And I just knew I had to be in your course and in your program and do this. And we made it work, even though I thought I couldn't.
Yes, I know. All kinds of things that everybody goes through, right? Yeah, absolutely. All the hesitations. Okay, can you share what those hesitations were?
Well, it was a lot around, can I finish things? Can I make it work? Can I make it work financially? How do I do this? How can I fit it in, everything? And at the time, I was really not in a good place. Like, there was so many things going on, health-wise, financially, emotionally, mentally. It was just a tough time. And it was also a new beginning, truly a new beginning.
Yeah, indeed. I do remember. What year was that? January?
Yeah, January 21, I did my first level 1. Like at that time, it was not level 1.
Yeah, it wasn't even level 1. It was in the works. It was the vitamin C of the level 1.
Yes, exactly.
You were actually in my pilot cohort.
That's true. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
My pilot cohort to receive the ICF accreditation for my Neuro-Shine Technology program. This is what we're talking about, by the way, for everybody who's watching. Like, what are we talking about? We're talking about Gabriele joining my online program. Obviously, I was back in LA at that time, and then she was in Germany, and she's joining an online virtual program, which was not even ICF accredited fully back then yet. It was accredited as a CC, continuing coaching education program, but not as a fully level 1 or level 2 program. And she actually joined the pilot program so that I could actually get the approval. And she actually put a ton of trust in me. So may I please share my gratitude and my appreciation with you, Gabriele?
Thank you. Back to you likewise. Yeah. No, truly, because I think this is what connects us. We had this connection and this trust in each other from the get-go, really.
Yeah, it was super instant. It was a cosmic galactic connection that I will always cherish. And so, Jolene, if you're watching, we want to thank you for this connection.
Yes.
We definitely appreciate you putting us together. Absolutely. And then, so what happened after that, Gabriele? That January 2021, and then now we are in June 2025. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, June 2025. I think I can fairly confidently say that I might have only missed a handful of trainings, if any.
Correct.
So since then, I was like literally hooked on the content, on the people, And I joined and learned. I was started as an observer. I got my ICF accreditation and became part of the faculty, and I'm a faculty trainer.
She is a faculty. She's not only a faculty trainer, she is the one with the most experience, obviously, because she started from the beginning. And that's
Yeah.
why that holds a super special place in my heart. And she is right about that. I remember seeing you, Gabriele, in every single cohort. You would just show up with unwavering commitment and support and love to give back, to contribute, to support everybody who is, I'm getting goosebumps, who's going through the journey. You would get emotional. We would cry sometimes at the
Yes,
end of.
that's true. That is very true because, yeah, if you are watching and if you want to join any of those cohorts, yes, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get a ton of love and you're going to be just cheered on and loved for the whole world and back. It's amazing. And it is going to be an emotional ride.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we transform inside out with love.
Yeah.
We just turn on the light on whatever like you don't have the light on, and together we work on them. And so now
Yes.
I want to ask you, Gabriele, when you first joined as a student, okay, because now you're faculty. So for anybody who's watching who are thinking like, what is this program? Why should I join? And what is the outcome? What did Gabriele get out of it? What would you tell them?
For me, the biggest outcome and the biggest gift was really confidence. I grew so much in that program and transformed. That's for me like the biggest gift. Right. The confidence that I gained, the feeling of, yes, I can do this, and seeing myself in a completely different light and perspective, and having this group around you that is going through it all together. You are getting free coaching with each and every person.
Right.
I mean, you are growing, you really are, and that is so beautiful. And to me, the confidence at this stage when I started was the biggest thing, to really start a new beginning and really believe that I can build a business from it.
Well, that is priceless to gain. Yeah. It's rocket. It's just
yes.
rockets to the sky.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's also something that I tell everybody. That is kind of like a hidden benefit of the program. When you join an online program, you know that there's a structure. You know that you're going to go through some of the step-by-step curriculum that was designed by the creator of the program, and you wouldn't necessarily think about what else is going on. Yeah. And that is something that is super important. Perhaps one of the biggest benefits is what you mentioned, is what goes on in the breakout rooms when you are actually practicing what you're learning, and then you are honing your skills, your coaching skills in a breakout room with other people joining from all around the world. You're actually getting free coaching. You get to bring your agendas and you get to talk about them and release them, right? So that also gives you connection with others in the program. You get to know, connect with them, right? That's
absolutely. And you build friendships. You know, you build friendships for life with those connections. And it's just amazing the mindset shifts that happen for all the people. So that's actually a question I would have for you, Shiny, if I may.
Go ahead, please. Absolutely.
What would you say are the two biggest mindset shifts that set coaches apart from each other?
I believe there are very different ways to look at mindset. If you look at mindset as a skill, versus if you look at mindset as a state of consciousness.
Mhm.
So skill is a toolbox that you still need to practice, perform. And that is something that you reach out and then you grab it and you use a skill until it becomes a state of consciousness that you don't even need to think about anymore. So that you can forget it and then your consciousness handles that. So if I look at mindset from the perspective of skill versus state of consciousness, what we achieve in our program, in our Neuro-Shine Technology program, our coaches, if they are really brutally honest with themselves, they can walk away with a deeply elevated state of consciousness, which I call enlightenment, as you know. And not everybody actually gets there. We see it, right? There are also some others, they also walk away with a mindset full of skills, like so many beautiful skills for a lifetime. And those coaches are going to become their best versions in time. So the ones with the skills, they still need time to integrate. And some of them, they come ready and then they go through the program 11 weeks or 15 weeks or 15 times 2, 30 weeks. Then they're like, okay, now I do have a certainly different state of consciousness. And I walk away as an enlightened, transformational leader.
Oh, beautiful. I have goosebumps.
Right?
Oh, yeah. So amazing. Oh my gosh.
Thank you. That's what I see. I mean, the worst case scenario, you're going to walk away with a lifetime skills of your mindset. And they're going to be lifetime skills that, as you know, Gabrielle, you experience yourself, that you're going to actually use and practice and utilize in all kinds of areas of your life. That's
so beautiful.
Yeah. Enlightened, transformational leaders. That's what we generate. So that's a co-creation that we do together with our students, actually. So now within that line, I have a question for you. For your level of consciousness, for where you are in your life right now, if you were to look back, what was the most surprising takeaway from the program that you didn't even think about? Like it was beyond your comprehension?
I would say for me, again, coming a little bit back to what I said at the beginning, starting with that confidence and the belief of I can actually do this, and there's more. It confirmed to me, and I think this is like the depth of where I want to go. It confirmed to me what coaching really is, as it completed me in a way that I was longing for a long time. And actually the ability to give that back and share that with the world, really the sense of, yes, we are all whole, we're all complete, we are resourceful. That was, I mean, I get goosebumps all over me when I say this.
Yeah.
Being able to give that back to the world. And I remember why this was so surprising to me was that I never dared to go there, and I trusted and did something that I probably would have never ever done like a year before.
Right.
That's like the moment where, you know how they say you just have to jump?
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Yeah. I remember I was like, Gabrielle, then let's do this.
That's what I did. And that was like things coming into place. Now I have a business.
Yeah.
I am part of the faculty. I teach this content. I help and support women.
Yeah.
That's like, for me, oh my gosh, yeah, there's a dream come true. The confirmation that there's more than we can see in this world.
Right. Oh, God.
Our galactic universe, as you like to say.
Yeah, exactly. Going galactic. Yeah.
Going galactic.
Mm,
And this was like for me really the most surprising and most deepening transformation.
delicious. Delicious. Obviously, you had it in you. It just needed to be activated. If you didn't have it, then you wouldn't have it, right? So
Yeah.
it's the same for everybody. And that's why, obviously, we are both passionate about this work. You have it all within you.
Yes.
Unless you activate it, it's just going to keep sleeping. Okay. You want to just rise from your ashes and you just need to wake up and you need to just give yourself a chance. And that's what happens. You go beyond your own dreams. So I mean,
Yeah.
when I look at what I am doing right now, I'm like, okay, I just wanted to be free and I wanted to do whatever I wanted to do. And then I didn't think about, having this global faculty and a global business. It just flows through you when you just say to the universe, hey, I'm in, sign me up for this mission. Hashtag on a mission. That was one of my hashtags, as you saw in
Yeah.
right? When I had this like hashtag on a mission. Okay, this feels like a mission and it is fun. I get to do this. Like, this is so fun. When I raise my hand, the universe is like, okay, we're just gonna use you as a portal and then we're just gonna like go through you because you're the channel now. And then we're gonna use whatever the message that we have through you. And then you just do whatever, you just surrender.
It's such a beautiful journey
Yeah.
and experience. So as you mentioned, surprising, after all these years that you've done this work now and you continue doing this work,
Mhm.
what was like for you the key moment that surprised you most in this journey?
I have so many. Which one to choose from? I believe I can start with the first one because that is going to resonate with everybody else who is watching our conversation or listening to our conversation. When I hit my six figures and it was only one contract, that just blew my mind. I was like, what? This is possible? Really? I just was like shaken by surprise. And it was also a great confirmation again from the universe that, hey kid, you're on the right track. You're actually making a difference. And that's another way of making money. And that's possible. And that was the first surprise for me. The second surprise was when I kept receiving awards like years after years. Like, I was like, what? Like in 2017, I was chosen as one of the most influential Turkish American living in the US, Turkish American author, speaker, trainer in my own category because there's so many categories. And the next day, I then was awarded as the global entrepreneur, global woman entrepreneur. And last year, as you know now as well, I was also awarded as a distinguished coach educator by the International Coaching Federation, ICF itself. And like those are like very amazing surprises and great confirmations. And then reaching out to a whole globe. Like we are now more than in 50 countries, Gabriele. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's real. And like how surprising is that? Like, did I ever dream about that? That was I really wanted to. I remember when I just like when I burned my bridges back in Istanbul with my corporate world. I just needed to go deep within myself. I just wanted to find out my own truth. I just wanted to do something with myself. I just didn't know myself. I didn't know what I liked, what I didn't like. I was just programmed. I was automated. I just needed that time to go deep within myself and get to know myself, searching for my truth, searching for my purpose. And if you are that person, dear shiny minds who are watching this conversation, please know that if you are feeling that call within you, that calling, there is a reason for that. Your higher self is actually whispering to you. And you need to pay attention to that voice within you. If you don't, it's just going to fade away and it's going to not be heard. And even those voices within you, they want to be heard. They want to feel safe, seen, heard, appreciated, just like us as human beings. Those voices are, some entities as well. And so coming from that kind of background and that kind of like, I just want to be free. I just want to know myself. And then now I am in more than 50 countries. I'm touching lives, like literally like transforming people inside out and giving them not only beautiful transformations, but a purpose and a business to make money, to change lives. Like, really? I'm good.
That is so, 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 so beautiful. And this is really also something that I admire you so for. The cohorts that you put together, the people that you bring together in those cohorts from literally all over the world. I mean, we had Kenya in our last cohort, right?
Yes, yes.
I mean, this is amazing. This is really, really amazing.
Yeah, yeah. It really goes beyond anything that I could have ever imagined, like wildest dreams. And I'm living it. And it has become my everyday reality. How is that possible? It just starts with one step. Just one step. When you take the one right next step, it just is a great starter. And that's what happens. You have been teaching for so many years within my faculty. You have been holding the space and supporting a ton of people and obviously growing as well as you have been providing support. My question now is, what is the concept? I'm looking for a concept around your growth, if you can elaborate on it. What kind of a concept? When I mean concept, is that spiritual? Is that mental? Is it mostly emotional? Or is it mostly about sophistication, metaphysical? Like, what is the concept for your growth has been so far?
I would say my growth was conceptually a lot really mentally and emotionally. To really figure out in how to be there, hold the space in the loving way, and give and still keep my boundaries. That was a really, really big one because you know me.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know me. And that was like a big learning for me that it is possible to, do that in a loving way and still stay healthy and keep your boundaries. And I would say that was really the biggest.
Yeah.
I would really say that was the biggest.
I can actually second you on that one because I have also experienced that kind of growth within myself. Boundaries. I mean, I'm a Pisces and I'm double Pisces. And my south node even Pisces, if you are familiar with in astrological terms. And like I overgive, I over deliver, I over please, I do a lot. So that has been also a pattern, also coming from my own childhood wound with my father, how I had to learn to please, like to become a people pleaser. And this work taught me how to shed the layers of those people pleasing and unlearn the conditioning around people pleasing. Why are we doing it? Because I'm not feeling good enough, and that's why I'm doing it. Like, why am I overdoing it? Because never enough. So during the years, I also felt that within myself. And bit by bit, step by step, year by year, cohort by cohort, in person or online, the last 5 years being online, I also learned to respect my own boundaries. So I definitely agree with you on that one. So growing, right?
Absolutely growing, and such a key concept, such a key thing to learn, especially high achiever syndrome. And yeah, people pleasing. I can so feel you from your background. It's, you know, a similar one for me. And that's why this confidence was such a big one for me, to actually really say, hey, I can do that. And learning, yes, I can do that. And I can still, you know, be me and be loved, and I can give, and I can also set boundaries.
Yeah. Isn't that delicious?
And that's, oh my gosh, this is such a big gift to give to people.
Yeah.
And especially also, I would say, I'm not sure if you would agree, women
Oh,
tend
yeah.
to be even more in this, don't
Yeah.
we? I mean, this is like, we're nurturing, we're giving, we're usually always last.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I totally agree with you. Yeah.
And that's why, you know, really, this is a beautiful transformation.
That is so true. The feminine aspect of
Yes.
transformation, it
Yeah.
actually all starts with boundaries, because
Yeah.
we learn to respect our own boundaries. We actually get rid of self-betrayal. That's so important, like that topic of concept of self-betrayal.
Yeah.
Why are we betraying ourselves just to please some others? What is going on? What are we tolerating? Like, what is the
Yeah.
missing piece? And what is the connection that our soul is yearning for, so that we can do both? Because it is possible, like you said, it is possible to have self-love, self-respect, and enjoying ourselves with totally firm boundaries, and then
Yeah.
still showing up as loving, supporting. Yep, I'm there with you. I am there. Absolutely. Here is when I can't be and I won't be there.
Yeah, this is, you know, the language that all will learn joining this program. You will really learn to communicate
Yeah.
those boundaries in a loving, beautiful way. And this is such a big, big, big difference. And to have more and more people learn this, I mean,
Yeah.
imagine a world
Yes.
where this is a different way of communicating with people, where we treat each other with respect, where we, you know, really smile at each other on the street, and where we take ownership of our life, our communication, our thoughts, our behaviors.
Imagine all the people.
People.
Exactly. I have that dream. I'm imagining it, Gabriele.
Yeah.
All my dreams, my Piscean dreams, and my idealist world, my utopia, the world that I want to live in. And I signed up for a mission, a cause that I need to show up as. If I want to create that world, I need to become the change. I want to become the world that I want to live
Yeah.
in. And that requires a radical responsibility.
Yeah.
Not easy, but
No.
necessary. Super necessary in the world that we live in the whole transition that we are experiencing, the
Yeah.
whole new dimension that we are going to jump into, starting from 2025, 6 and 7, with everything that I bring, as you know, from my metaphysical background, metaphysics, gene keys and astrology and all the cosmic stuff and the spiritual wisdom. We are actually in a lifetime that is unheard of and unexperienced, like by nobody alive in this planet Earth right now. They have never experienced this kind of vast transformation with the planetary transmissions, and then how everything moves, and then stars are aligned. Like it's just an like unexperienced time in this planet Earth. And that's why I feel like I signed up for this huge mission to become the change, to become the light. And that's why I am shiny. I changed my name. I am the light that I want to become the light for myself first, and then others afterwards. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. So feels super fulfilling, deep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So beautiful. So beautiful. Which brings us to leadership.
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
Leadership. And I mean, you're a woman. You have, as we said, the whole globe in your cohorts and programs and a lot of experience. When you think about feminine leadership,
Mm.
what does that mean to you, and how do you think this has changed or will actually even transform further in the world that we live in now?
My mind goes to, again, from the metaphysics, the whole spiritual wisdom teachings. You know, there is a concept of divine masculine and divine feminine, right?
Mhm.
And that sacred union we are all seeking. I believe we are in the lifetime of really embodying that divine feminine. And feminine leadership is somebody in my mental visualization is somebody like Wonder Woman, is strong, firm, very powerful, very determined, invincible to a point, on a mission, and she serves selflessly for the
Mhm.
mission because she's serving the collective. She has a real mission she signed up for, and she knows nothing that can stop her. And yet she has the kind of soul and the heart. Oof, getting goosebumps. Ah, and this heart wants love, wants whew, wants to be connected, and wants to give and nurture and connect and become one. And that heart and that soul is so soft, so gentle, so compassionate that when you merge it with the divine masculine missionary part of her, and then this divine feminine, compassionate, loving, nurturing, creative part of her, that is how I see it. And you know that I resonate myself with Wonder Woman a lot. And that's why I am coming to that as feminine leadership, because even Wonder Woman, when you even watch the movie, if you watch
Mhm.
the movie, you know, she has love and she still needs to serve for the greater good. And like it's literally the dichotomy. And I believe this is what I am feeling inside of me that might be personal. And the other part of the feminine leadership that I see that might be needed more in the world is that rising up a little bit from the 3D reality. What I mean by that, we have conditions, we learn things, we judge and label things, and that's how we create meaning. Versus if we are able to rise up to the known meaning, to the known labeling of that certain behavior, certain action, or certain situation, and then putting curiosity and putting this wisdom and this cosmic galactic understanding, big picture, what else does it mean? And perhaps it can mean something more. Like, what is more in the situation that I am unable to see right now because of my limited thinking, my limited perspective? I believe women, especially us, we need to rise up to that big picture thinking
Mhm.
so that we also allow each other to become collaborators, become partners rather than competitors, or rather than, oh, you know, you're this and then I judge you for that. You shouldn't be doing that. That is so earthly. That is so limited. That is so not cosmic, not galactic at all. We gotta rise up, you know? I mean, as a Wonder Woman, I feel connected to something beyond, something cosmic galactic. It is not about this world. This planet Earth is a school and it is limited. And when we connect our feminine leadership to something beyond what we are really experiencing, seeing, then I believe this is going to be something very, very essential, especially in the upcoming years ahead. I believe that the universe is knocking on the door, and especially for women, hey, feminine goddesses, the divine feminine energies within you, it is time to wake up to who you truly are, because you have a human outfit, and that outfit is temporary, and that limitation that you experience is temporary, and it is earthly. Go about and beyond and see things as learnings, see things as lessons rather than limitations, or, oh, I can't do this. No, no, this has to go immediately. And I believe feminine leadership is the way to break through this whole limitation, because women are the creators. They have to create the path ahead.
Wow, that's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful answer. Thank you for sharing that. That's so true, so beautiful.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Oh, I can basically second you on that. I truly believe that if you want to take the concept of the divine feminine, it really is the way forward. I think we are called to rise up, as you mentioned, to get into our power, to nurture, and also to really create the boundaries, to fight. There is a different energy on when women come together and serve and nurture the world. And nurturing does not always only mean be nice and people please.
Yeah.
Nurturing is also around creating boundaries and fight for what is true to you, fight for something bigger.
Yeah.
And it's really coming to this higher consciousness, go to the creator of us all. I mean, we're all one. We're all connected. And from that perspective, seeing things with love. For me, the question that I love to ask myself is, what would love do in that situation? What would love say? What would love do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which connects me to my heart and which connects me to the universe, to God, to creation, to consciousness, whatever you want to call that, whatever that feels true to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think this is really what it means to step into your leadership, step into your power, and connect to the source.
Connect to the source. That's it. You said it. And then these are all in our curriculum, their shiny minds.
Yeah.
We all talk about, the major question that we have in the Neuro-Shine Technology curriculum is, what is the source? Okay.
Boom.
That's
That's
it. What is the source of it all? Like, go to the root. Go to the root, the source. And that's why it is a cosmic journey as well. And that's why it's inside out. And it is where science meets spirituality, where logic expands to magic, and where mind hugs the heart to become the soul that we all show up as. I believe that's a great mic drop moment that we can leave.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Do you have any parting thoughts after this, Gabriele? A message you want to give?
This was such a beautiful conversation. Thank you so much. And I think on that note of creating enlightened leaders.
Yes.
And if you feel that call, if you feel just this little voice, just follow it. Trust yourself, really trust your intuition, and just have a conversation.
Yeah.
It's just having a conversation. Whatever comes about from that is the right thing that will happen. And follow your heart. I think that's really what I want to share with our viewers and listeners
Absolutely.
is trust more in yourself and in your intuition.
Yeah, trust more and have a conversation and live your
Yes.
heart. And by the way, for those of you who are interested in learning more about our upcoming cohorts, Gabrielle is going to have one very soon, this month,
Yeah.
actually. So we would love to have you. So please go to my website and grab the PDF guide so that you know where to begin. And then we are always here if you would love to have a conversation, if you would love to ask, okay, what is this Neuro-Shine Technology Program? Why do I need to become a coach? And how is it related to my spirituality, my enlightenment? Like, how do I become a feminine leader out of your program? If you have any of those questions, just reach out. We are here. We are hashtag on a mission. We would love to support you. And if you loved this video, please share, put a like, and of course, subscribe to this channel so that we can make this world a brighter place together with more love and shiny minds. Thank you so much, Gabriele, for being my guest today. It was truly delightful and joyful. Thank you. And dear shiny minds, until next time, please keep your light shining. Bye.
Wanna go galactic.
Go galactic. Go galactic.
Then you're in the right place. Let's go, let's go.